Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for July 2019. And this is for you coming from Sagittarius. So let me pull the first card, and the first card that I'm going to pull will be for the first 15 days of July, and it's got to do with your job. It's a brilliant card. It's a card that says the first 15 days of July, if you want to change jobs, this is the time to make the move. If you want to get any kind of recognition, show how hard you can work because the eyes are all on you. So the chances of promotion, the chances of making more money, everything is going your way wonderfully. So work your hardest because you are being watched to be rewarded in the first 15 days of July. Now I will talk about your business and financial areas in the first 15 days of July. And it's a very good card. The only downside of the card is the black moon. The black moon always represents for you coming from Sagittarius, always represent delays and some frustration to get over some problems. It's temporary. So overall, your first 15 days where business is concerned, you're going to be a very lucky person. You're going to make some fabulous contacts. You're going to move ahead with a lot of energy behind you. Yes, there may be some delays, could be on the financial side. You may find some delays that you want to back you may be delayed. But it's a very good first 15 days. And so go all out and plan the future for yourself in the area of business. Now we will talk about romance, new and old. So let's pull this card and let's talk of your new romance. Well, it's a card of the devil. Doesn't mean in that way the devil, but it means that you can come under the control of somebody that you meet in the first 15 days of July. And of course, that's not very favorable. It's not a bad card. You may meet somebody who is overly dominating, who overly wants control. So when you sense that, try to delay giving your heart away. Tell yourself, let me test the waters for the first 15 days of July. And that way would be better. But overall, for your first 15 days of July, the chances of you meeting somebody for a new romance are there. Just gauge how dominating or stubborn this person is. Now we will talk about your old romance that's carrying on. Let's see what the card says. Now, this is a card of short circuits, meaning that misunderstandings, miscalculations are all taking place. It's not a bad card, but it says one of you is being oversensitive to everything. So since you are listening to me, you don't be oversensitive. You control the nature of things by being calm and step back and give room to your ongoing romance partner to develop. So it needs a lot of tender care from you, since it's you listening to me, to get this first 15 days of romance, the ongoing romance to become better. Now about your marriage and family. So let me pull this card. Oh, this is a very good card. It says you are going to have plenty of peace and mind regarding your marriage. And you coming from Sagittarius are going to be very lucky. So everything you do is going to bring dividends for you. So in your marriage area, there's a lot of comfort and there's a lot of togetherness as well. Now I will move to the last 16 days of July, and I will talk to you about your job area for you coming from Sagittarius. Oh, it's a very good card. It says where your job is concerned, you're getting along very well with the top people who respect you and think a lot about you. So I would say that the first 15 days of July, you will have every opportunity. Sorry, the last 16 days of July, this last 16 days of July, you will have every opportunity for progress. And even if you're looking for a new job in the last 16 days, you're going to be very welcome somewhere. So your luck is very strong as far as job is concerned in the last 16 days. Make the moves you want. Now we will go to business and finances in the last 16 days. And yes, your services are very much in demand. Many windows and doors are opening for you, bringing up new opportunities. So you're going to be very lucky. And whatever you do, it says in the form of business in the last 16 days, very quickly you will find results, very quickly you will find support. So go right ahead in your business area, existing business, or even attract new business. Some things are favoring you very, very much. Romance, new and old. Let's see what it says in the last 15 days, and let's talk about your new romance if you find one. And it says if you find a new romance, it's somebody very respectable and somebody very good and kind to you. So when you meet somebody in the last 16 days of July, tell yourself, I may be meeting somebody who can be a long-term responsible person. And I like this card because it says support for you will come from this person as well. Now let's see if you have an ongoing romance right now. Let's see how that is going. So your new romance was a good story. It's a card that says no problems. You are going to have plenty of support in your ongoing romance. But there is too much of control or too much of domination, either coming from you or either coming from your romance partner that you have now. If it's coming from you, then lessen it. Give more room, more space to your partner. And that way you will see that things will become better and better for you. That's all you need to do. Give more space. Don't crowd your romance partner, and things will be much better. Now, regarding marriage and family for your last 16 days, let's see what happens. Well, it's a card that says there's plenty happening, and the plenty happening is good, which means either you or your marriage partner is getting promotion at work, more money is coming in, more happiness is coming in, more support is coming in. There's a lot of good energy all over the place. So you've got to make the last 16 days of July very eventful with your marriage partner. Go out and have fun. Go out and bond again. There's so much things to again start all over again that will make your marriage very happy. Now I want to talk to you about your lucky ages for Sagittarius, your lucky ages for the whole month of July. Whoa, this card says very powerful days and nights wait for you, and they are the ages, and they are the 21st, the 30th, your age of 21, your age of 30, the age of 39, your age of 48, 57, 66, and 75. So if you are any of these ages which I've just mentioned, you're going to be very, very lucky in the month of July, whether in the job, the business, the finance, whether it's in the area of romance or marriage and family, or whether even in health, you will have everything going for you. You'll be able to do more than you expect to do in a very favorable way if you're of these ages. If you're not of these ages, you'll need to see me for a 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50. But we'll talk about that later. Now I want to talk to you about lucky dates. There'll be some lucky dates in the month of July that's going to give you a lot of, is it Sagittarius? Yes. For Sagittarius, there are going to be some very lucky dates. And let's see what the card says. Well, I'm going to settle for the 7th, the 16th, and the 25th. These are going to be magnificent lucky dates for you, whether in job, business, whether at home in the family, marriage, whether going to the casino, whether anywhere, you're going to be very lucky. So bookmark these lucky dates of yours, 7th, 16th, 25th, and you'll get plenty of good news coming your way. Now I want to talk to you about your lucky colors. So let me pull this card. And it's a toss-up between green and gray. I will settle for gray. So I will say that wear plenty of gray in the month of July to get that special inspiration and that special fantastic luck for yourself. So wear plenty of gray and you'll just become luckier and be more inspired. And finally, your lucky directions. Well, why directions? Because there are 9 planets placed around Earth. And if you look left or right or straight or back, you'll be facing some planet or another. So for you coming from, where was it? From Sagittarius, let's look at the card. Well, from this card, I'm going to choose northwest. So when you face northwest for the period of July, the whole of July, you're going to attract a lot of inspired good luck, whether you create the good luck or whether it just comes to you. So you're going to be very lucky. So try to face northwest as much as you can, making your wish come true, and you'll get it very nicely. Well, that's what I have to tell you for you coming from Sagittarius. I have a 90-minute session. During this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years in all areas of your life. And that's going to be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers, your lucky colors, your lucky days, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, a lot of information so that you can get your next 7, 8, or 9 years perfectly under your control and do the best you can. So it's USD 50 to know your next 7, 8, or 9 years with so much information given to you. Well, it was good talking to you. My email address is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, have a good month and the best of luck to you. Thank you. Goodbye.